All right, it is time for WWE Night of Champions 2025 live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And that can only mean one thing, folks. It is time for Tooney Talk Wrestling with the Tooney Talk Wrestling Watch Party. Folks, my name is Marvin, and I am the Movie Monster, and I am thrilled to, welcome you guys back to another watch party here on the Tooney Town Wrestling channel. Still have my That Park Place stuff up. So we are starting things off a little differently this week. I am starting off solo for the start of the show. It's going to be me and you guys, just like a fun little powwow between just us. And then our good friend Time Traveling is on his way. He will be here soon. Kevin Apollo should be here within the 1 o'clock hour, so don't worry. It is not me flying solo for the entire time. But this should be an exciting show. I am definitely interested to see what's going on with the King and Queen of the Ring finals. Cena and Punk is always a good time. I'm really glad they're doing that. But of course, guys, you guys are a huge part of this show. As always, this is a show that is made for you and financed by you. We can your generous super chats to keep the lights on around here. If we can get to $1,000 in super chats tonight, I will play the next song parody. So I have a rough audio version of it. So let me actually, if we get to $1,000 in super chats, Marv will play the next song parody rough audio cut. All right, so I will tell you guys, it is an AEW song, and it is set to the theme song of of one of my favorite cartoons of all time. So we do. So typically between matches on these, we stop and read your super chats. We do break for super chats of $50 or more. So if you send $50 more, we pretty much stop whatever we're doing to address what you want to say. John Williams being the first one to check in, saying, "Don't worry, Jobber Monster. Female China is well protected. Nothing bad will happen to her." Is she even there? I don't think she's there. I'm sorry. Is my microphone messing up? Because I'm seeing a couple of you guys say it in the. Damn it. All right, hold on. Let me fix my audio here. I have to count on you guys, unfortunately, to tell me if it's going okay or not. All right, let me know if it's better. All right, Anthony J says it sounds good. If it's not sounding good, guys, please let me know, because you guys are my only window right now since I don't have any co-hosts. So, all right, but yeah, so I watched the basic Punkonomics promo from SmackDown. Man, everyone was raving about it. I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I thought it was cringy. I thought it was nothing like Cena doing the pipe bomb. It was definitely not. The intro sounded choppy too. It's not a DuckTales parody, by the way. I mean, I'll just tell you what it is. It's the theme song to Phineas and Ferb. So, yeah, guys, let me know if it's still skipping around or we're still getting technical difficulties or whatever. Oh, damn it. I'm sorry that I have to rely on you guys for this because apparently yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. So damn it. All right. I have no idea what exactly it's doing. So hold on. I'm going to do it again. All right, hopefully that's better. Some of you guys are saying that you can hear me, so that is good. I don't know what it would be, but if you guys are telling me that the intro was popping in and out too, then man, I have no idea. Okay, I'm getting texts that are saying you can be heard It's just slight clipping of sounds. Okay, if it's just slight clipping of sounds, then we can just deal with that. But still. All right, guys. If it's still choppy, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I don't know what else to do. This is just, as long as you guys can hear me and make out what I'm saying, then that's the only thing that really matters at this point. So, John Williams for $4.99 says, TK says, no doubt the song is about how great everything is going in my AEW. Actually, John Williams, it is. You know, sarcastically. So, sounds clipping in and out. And if you look at the screen, it's pausing somewhat too. All right. Well, we'll have to just figure it out, guys, because hopefully I'll just get it. It sounds like it might be a StreamYard issue, which if it's a StreamYard issue, I'm going to be really mad. We use this system called StreamYard for all of the live streams. Now, we use it. That Park Place uses it. Pro uses it. Pretty much everybody in the YouTube industry uses StreamYard to use this service. It is not cheap. And it is the worst service known to man. There's been the last 2 months, the issues have been like nonstop. So, all right. Well, I'm glad some of you are saying you can hear me. Some of you are saying it's still choppy. I don't know what's going on, so we'll figure it out. But yes, I did not like the basic Punkonomics promo. I just thought it was cringy. He looked like an old man cosplaying. And just the rhyme. And this isn't Punk's, unless Punk wrote. If Punk wrote it, then shame on Punk. But if the writing team wrote it, then shame on the writing team, because just the rhymes weren't rhymes. It was just it was an entire nonsense segment from what I saw. All right, so this show is about to kick off. It is officially 1 p.m. It looks like we're about to get started. And here we go. Night of Champions starting off. So, guys, while I'm here by myself, there might be moments of lull. There might be moments of downtime where I'm not talking, mostly because I'm watching and about to react to stuff. So, the way I see these shows, guys, is so Anthony J says, went over to PWT. It's doing it there, too. Okay, well, I know Phil also uses StreamYard. So, either it's a StreamYard issue or it's a YouTube issue. So the way I see these shows, guys, I figure you guys are watching the show and listening to me. So if I don't fill up every square second of time with conversation, I'm sure you'll forgive me. So basically, it's kind of like we're all just hanging out watching wrestling together. I'm going to give my opinion. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, we're seeing the two of them getting ready for their King of the Ring final. This is a weird King of the Ring final, isn't it? Like, normally you'd see King of the Ring, like Gunther last year won King of the Ring and he went on to win the world title because he was an up-and-comer. King of the Ring I always think of as for, like, up-and-coming guys, but Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton in the finals feels kind of like I can't believe I'm watching a premium live event with Karrion Kross on it. Why is he on this show? Did everyone else just refuse to go to Saudi Arabia and only he would go? Let's see. Oh, I'm so glad Asuka is back. I love Asuka. Not in the creepy way that scared her with a lot of her fans, but Kross replaced Dominic. Yeah, that makes sense. CWJ 128 for $2. His crowd looks full. Anyone know the ticket prices? I don't know, but they always fill these up. So is Punk being booed in Saudi Arabia? Is that what's going on because of everything he's said over the years? Because that would be funny. Oh man, look at that crowd. That is a sea of people. And here we go. Intro video starting. Is the intro video going to start with Trip? Please tell me it starts with Trip. I'm so entertained by how much of this stuff starts with Trip. Okay, no, it's Tom Rinaldi. Oh, okay. So it's not so much an intro video. It is a Saudi Arabian tourism commercial What is with that? What is with that big tower? It looks like Baradur. Like the eye of Sauron should be floating over it. Cody Rhodes with that windbreaker. I don't even know what to think of that. So by the way, guys, I think Jade is 100% winning Queen of the Ring. I think that is exactly what needs to happen for her career trajectory wise. He apologized? I just saw Can said in the chat that Punk apologized. That's interesting. Did he really? What did he say? Ugh. I love Asuka. Asuka's YouTube channel is amazing. He apologized yesterday. What did he say? Did he say it like in a promo, or was it? He didn't do in the Punkonomics promo. So, let's see. When he made that comment about the Miz taking blood money years back when he wasn't in the company, yeah, I know why he'd be apologizing, but he had a guy. So Anthony J says he had a guy in the middle of the crowd calling out to him, almost like he was screaming at him. And Punk went down and talked to him face to face. He said it was a jab at the Miz, and he didn't mean it, and apologized to a fan personally up close. You meant it. Stop. Shut up, Punk. You meant it. Disingenuous nonsense. Come on, man. At least stand by it. Guy in the crowd said he wanted him to apologize for the tweet, and then he shook the guy's hand and apologized to him face to face. I mean, I get it. You got to do that for the company. Plus, if he didn't, who knows if he'd make it out of Saudi Arabia alive. That is one hell of an entranceway. My goodness. We are at a we're in an era where they've been going like less and less with the sets on a lot of these, stateside. But man, oh man, that's one of the biggest sets. That's one of the biggest entryways I've ever seen for one of these shows. Excuse me. Oh, Barrett is out here tonight. Yeah, no, I guess they're not shipping Pat McAfee over to Saudi Arabia. Let's see here. Oh, checking in with the Arabic announce team. I'm sure those Arabic guys just said something really funny because they were laughing, but who knows? Oh, Pat's taking time away. Okay. And Graves isn't getting pulled back up from NXT anytime soon. This quote, this guy wants me to apologize for a mean tweet I wrote 6 years ago. Hey, listen, legitimately nothing to do with Saudi Arabia. I woke up and I was crabby and I wrote a mean tweet to The Miz. And I apologize to The Miz. I sincerely apologize to you and all of Saudi Arabia. Okay. Oh, okay. We're kicking off with Punk and Randall. Was Randy ever King of the Ring? No, right? Because when Randy was the young up and comer, they weren't really doing King of the Ring anymore. I don't think. It's same with Cody, but not that Cody would have ever been King of the Ring when he was younger and coming up. Because my God. All right, Randy, it's Thick Boy Summer. Let's go. So, do we think this ends? I'm thinking this might end with heel Randy Orton finally. But the problem with Randy as a heel, despite the fact that I like Randy as a heel, is that they sing along with his theme song. So, okay, so he won a match to fight he who must not be named at SummerSlam. Okay. CWJ 128 for $2 is if Saudi Arabia had wrestling, imagine those storylines. Yeah, I doubt they have a thriving indie scene out there. You know what the fun thing for me, like I always hate the indie shows that like sprout up around WrestleMania, like feeding off of it like the little fish that swims underneath the shark. The one good thing about WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, if they ever did it, was that you wouldn't get the American indie feds following them over there. Though, I don't know, maybe Effie's Big Gay Brunch for GCW in the middle of Saudi Arabia would go over well. I don't know. Let's see. Zach K for $9.99 says, Meltzer, AEW has biggest non-WWE North American gate on July 12th in Texas wrestling history. You should have respected that. Good Lord. Yeah, but except for the fact that they're barely even filling this arena halfway. And the AEW fans are the first ones to say WWE is only getting record gates because of how much they're charging. Look how much AEW is charging. I don't know, man. Oh, Erica, going to your first indie show tonight. That is fun. You know what? If you're able to, Erica, I would recommend, go up to one of the guys in admission at their gimmick tables, buy a piece of their merch. They're likely not getting paid very much, so if you buy even an 8x10, it usually helps the boys out tremendously. John Williams 199 goes, what the hell's an indie fed? Right? Oh, boy. Let's see. You know what song popped up on my phone randomly while I was driving yesterday was the original Randy Orton, the hey, nothing you could say, which I hated at the time. And now I'm like, wow, this song actually slaps. It just wasn't good for that babyface Randy Orton. So Zach Case is considering going to OVW tonight. That's pretty cool. Let's see. All right, they're gonna have to freak out for Cody. Gosh, I know Randy's family travels with him a lot. I'm assuming he didn't bring them with him to Saudi Arabia. And that is a lot of dudes. That is like this. I know they always try to do the close up on the 5 women that are in attendance at these shows in Saudi to be like, look at how they treat women so well here in Saudi Arabia. But they're panning the shot, and it is just a sea of dudes. Blazing Bolts for $5 is what up, Marv? Currently at the gym hitting the weights. Thought I'd stop by and show my support. Hashtag Gym Up It. Thank you very much, Blazing Bolts. I appreciate it. We always appreciate all the support you guys throw our way. Let's see. Oh, Charles Robinson, the referee, Little Nate himself. All right, Cody. I'm glad Cody's still getting the big reactions. I was really afraid the crowd would have turned on by now. Mike Glass says he still has the Red House Furniture song stuck in his head. Would that be would that be this? Red House, where black people and white people buy furniture. And expanding. My favorite commercial of all time. Whoa. Oh, I like how they're doing this entranceway with the Cody flags and stuff like that. That's pretty neat. Oh, thank you, God, I'm not allowing myself anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, our good friend Time Traveling is here.
Oh, hi. Sorry for the crying in the background.
Time, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. Sorry for the crying in the background. I have a baby going down for sleep, so I'm going to mute myself.
No problem. I'm sure people appreciate that more than just me vamping for 13
Yeah,
minutes.
he's got a lot to say. Thankfully, Mama's here to save the day. Daddy's on a break right now.
So, time does this King of the Ring final feel weird to you that it's like two like ultra main eventers in the finals of the King of the Ring, which is typically the King of the Ring is like this is the next guy, right? Like this is the guy that's coming up.
I mean, that's how it's been recently, but I mean, really, you have to look at things like King of the Ring from and this is how I look at it. I look at things like King of the Ring as a plot-telling device. So I think normally, like, part of their plot development is like, this is the next rising guy. I think in this case, this is going to have some kind of greater impact into where the story of Cody Rhodes is going the rest of this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Andre Adams for 199 says not kicking off with a strong woman match. Uh-oh. That means we gotta play one of our favorite songs. Rising to the top, push it to the edge, give it all you got. Belly breaker, sweat, strong woman, go strong woman, go. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely. I don't know. Like for me, King of the Ring was always like whether it was Austin, whether it was Owen, whether it was Shamrock, Billy Gunn, Edge. It was always like, hey, here's an up and coming guy. He's the next guy we're putting the belt on, or he's the guy that we want to look into because like Owen, Billy Gunn, and Shamrock. Obviously, that never materialized, but people definitely, I think they were definitely on the way to that. But then it just kind of didn't work out. But I don't remember ever seeing two like mega main eventers pairing off in the King of the Ring.
Yeah, I can't really think of it either, but it's only like in the last year, I think, right, that the winner of the King of the Ring gets a shot at the title. So
yeah, that's true.
With that like small little change, I think it opens up room for there to be more mega main eventers and not just be the rising stars. Because like, all right, so like an example would be like, let's say Austin Theory won, right? Like, we're not putting him in the world title shot. Like, we're not putting him in the world title match in SummerSlam.
Right, that's true. Yeah, I think you're right about that. So, who do you got in this one? Do you think it's Cody, or do you think it's Randy, or do you think we go to some Cody, Randy, Cena three-way at SummerSlam?
I think Cody wins a competitive match, and I think that pisses off Randy. So I think there.
At least that Randy heel turn that we've all known is coming forever.
I think that would be a logical thing, yeah.
What's funny is whenever Randy Orton turns babyface, the clock starts ticking. Because it's only a matter of time.
I mean, at the end of the day, Randy is who Randy is, right? Like, he is that snake in the grass. He's an opportunist. And he's someone who has a bit of a temper issue. Like, when things don't go his way, at some point he's going to snap. Like, this is for him. It's like, this is, if he loses this, when's he going to get another world title shot? Like, does he have to wait until the Rumble? Does he wait for the Rumble? So if he loses this, like, I could see that being a really good reason to be pissed off.
I mean, I've been saying Cena Cody rematch for SummerSlam for a while. I think a lot of people think that's the way. Oh wow, they're doing like the Fireflies in the crowd now.
I always love seeing the Fireflies.
Me too.
It's the closest thing.
Heavily rumored that there's going to be a Wyatt 6 haunted house at Universal this year for Halloween Horror Nights. Now I got it from a rock solid source within Universal. But like plans may have changed for it because I think there's only like 2 houses left to announce. So we'll see.
That would be cool. I wonder if that's dependent on how these contract talks go.
Possibly, it also might be just the Wyatt 6 didn't pan out the way they wanted it to pan out, and they're not really a big draw anymore.
Yeah, I can see that. It makes me. Oh, sorry. Someone saying the audio in the chat.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's either a StreamYard issue or it's a YouTube issue because apparently over on Phil's show, it's the same thing.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, it seems like StreamYard's been having issues lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Wyatts, like, they make me sad because I see, like, they're one of my favorite acts, but I completely understand why they're in the position they're in.
Right.
But it's still like one of my favorite concepts.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I really liked I liked them when they started off, but I mean, Awful was the one that was like, this is gonna go nowhere. They're gonna be off TV in a few months, and we were all like, oh, you're crazy, but he might have been right.
Man, this crowd is hot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, what? They get live wrestling once or twice a year now, so
yeah, it's. I wasn't a huge fan of the Saudi shows originally, but
I'm still not a huge fan of the Saudi shows. Oh, did you notice that, like, instead of the ring being covered in logos, it's just the Riyadh one?
Yeah. Oh, my stream just. There we go. I don't mind them going there as much as I used to because, like, the place has gotten better. They are becoming a more progressive society, and the people really love it. Like, I understand not loving, like, everything about the place, but
I mean, I hate that the women still have to wrestle in those dumb Power Ranger costumes.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, like, they weren't allowed to wrestle there at all at first. So, like,
right. I remember the first year when they sent Lacey Evans and Natalia, because I was like, well, I guess they're expendable if this goes south.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. You are right about that. It has gotten better. I mean, they're trying to make it a global tourist destination. I don't know, man. I don't see that happening. Not when there's so much conflict in the region and bombs are flying every which way. Like, you never know who's. I mean, nobody's attacking Saudi Arabia. I don't think too many countries have far too much money wrapped up in Saudi Arabia right now that nobody would stand for that. But still, it's it's not a very stable region of the world.
Oh, for sure. I get that. I think it's risky for sure being there. I don't love it still, but I'm not as opposed to it as I once was because thinking about, like, the citizenry who get to go to these shows now, I didn't like it before when it was just like the royalty that got to go. Now that, like, it's a more accessible event for just, like, seemingly normal people, I'm a little more cool with it.
What do you think about, like, with Abu Dhabi building all these theme parks and stuff like that? Like, they're just building a new Disney there now too.
I think it's really funny seeing it. How many, like, I don't know. I think it's cool. I'll never get to go probably. I don't know that it'll be an accessible thing for someone like myself, but I think it's cool. I just generally think it's cool the more people who get to have access to these kinds of things. Not everyone can travel to, the United States or Japan or to France. So I think it's cool for the people who live there getting to live near these things, and potentially get to experience it. I think it's cool for people who can afford to go travel the world and check out these different places to go see what a different flavor of, like, a Disney park would look like somewhere else. Right. Like, that's how I think about these things. Like, I try and think about the positives. So I think it's interesting. What do you think?
I mean, I think so as well. I just think it's funny with especially with companies like Disney, who are so virtue signaling in the United States about, like, pride stuff and things like that, and then they go do, because that's the thing about Saudi Arabia. Like it's still not legal to, like, be gay there. Like, you can still be arrested for these things. So it's definitely not this like progressive, super progressive, super virtue signaling companies like Disney. Suddenly start to embrace this area of the world just because money.
Well, do you know how a Disney thinks?
How Disney thinks?
Yeah, can you think of a reason why they would want to do that?
Money.
Well, money, but also money brings influence. So once like Saudi Arabia and all them start to work more with these companies can start trying to push some of their views on them and like try and get legislation and stuff. Like today it's not legal to be gay in these places, but if enough of these companies keep doing business and they want to keep trying to be a tourist destination, eventually they're going to have to start accepting these things.
It's possible.
Like it's not going to be tomorrow. It's not going to be next year. Like, but in 10, 20, 30 years, like that's how.
From what I understand with the Disney deal with Abu Dhabi is that they are basically Disney is just signing over the license, and the Abu Dhabi government is doing everything. They're building it, they're financing it, all of it. It's just they're paying Disney for the license. So, you know, there's not going to be a lot of Disney influence on this park, I don't think. This match has been solid so far.
Yeah, I've been liking the match. Sorry we haven't been talking as much about the match, folks.
Yeah. Well, you deal with a Saudi show, these questions do pop up. Let's see. You know, I think giving Cody that little break that they gave him after WrestleMania was a really good thing.
Yeah, I think so. I think Cody getting to go away. What's that saying? Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Exactly. Well, Jim Cornette says all the time, "How can I miss you if you won't go away?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think Cody leaving for a little bit is great because it cools the need for him to do that heel turn anytime soon. I think keeping him away from TV for a good period of time makes when he shows up be more important. And he was a workhorse world champion, so he's earned a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. Yep. Randall going for his Hangman's DDT here.
So do you think Randy Orton gets a title this year?
No, I don't think John Cena is losing this until near to the end of the year. I don't know if he'll hold it till December, but I think that the story of John Cena continues throughout this year. I don't think that he's losing it tonight, for example. A lot of people seem to think that CM Punk is going to win the world title tonight, but I don't see it happening.
Nah, CM Punk ain't winning that title tonight. Punkers is not the one taking the title off Mr. Cena.
That the Goldberg match is not on this show, that they saved it for Saturday night's main event, because Saudi Arabia loves their Goldberg.
I think it's because isn't that a main event in Atlanta?
Yeah, I think so.
It's in Goldberg's hometown.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Goldberg's son is as big as Goldberg. I just saw a picture of him the other day. He's got the same Goldberg tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Man, I'm one of the people who I really thought Cody was going to turn heel at WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah, so my fantasy booking would have had the roles reversed, kind of. Because, like, for me, he's going to that dark place. He's going to that dark place. He hears them voices. Let's go, Randall.
Oh, boy.
I think you should be safe with travel for a while.
Yeah, travel armbands are the white boy. Wait,
they really are the white boy tramps, Dave. You're right.
Sorry, MJ. Didn't mean to tell you. Didn't mean to leave you out of white boy summer.
All right. So going for the RKO. What do we got here? Cody's got him hooked and crossroads. There we go.
Yeah, so basically for me, I didn't think Cena getting his getting his record-breaking title win. I didn't think it made sense to have that happen now that he was being cheered by the audience, like for the first time in his career, really. Now that he was accepted by the audience, I didn't feel like it made sense to have him win that as a bad guy. Like, that's a moment that should have been celebrated. So for me, I thought it would have been neat if John had the chance to cheat. Oh, is this it?
What we got here?
2. Oh, no. Near fall. They got me.
Oh, the RKO? I think you're a little ahead of me.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, it gives me a chance to know what to look for. Yeah. No, it's sad because it's opening match, and none of the near falls are getting me because they've now hit the crossroads and the RKO, and I'm like, nah, it's just one finisher.
I'm just
like back in the day, like if that was the stunner, it would just be over. But the kicking out of the finisher is a huge pet peeve of mine. Yeah. I know everyone tells me I've got to get over it, but I can't stand it. I don't like the video game finisher spam.
So what I was saying is, like in that moment, it just felt like it would have been cool to see like John have the chance to cheat, but like he remember who he is and just be like, I can't do this. And then Cody hits the crossroads or something, and he thinks he has him, and then John kicks out because he doesn't give up. So then it's Cody who's faced with the chance to cheat and sell his soul hypothetically, and it's like, oh, shit, I want to keep my title more than I want to keep my values. Right. And then the next year becomes, and then Cody gets Seth Rollins' faction instead of Seth Rollins having a faction. And over the next year is John.
Seth Rollins is the big heel in the company right now.
Yeah.
Not what we needed.
No, I was saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, can you imagine like a corporate Cody who's surrounded by Braun Breaker and other people in like his own kind of legacy kind of stable? Yeah, or his own evolution stable. Yeah, and John Cena's having to overcome corporate Cody for the next year. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might have been better. I don't know. I don't think they wanted to turn Cody for a very long time.
No, like ultimately, like I don't care. Like it didn't ruin my experience. It was just that's where I thought we were going to go. I didn't expect to see John Cena as a heel for the last year.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Oh boy, Figure 4 roll around somewhere. Ric Flair is pooping in his pants in a Tampa bar.
Oh, Rick.
Stop me if you've heard this one. Ric Flair walks into a bar and stays there until it closes. Apparently he is just like running rampant all over Tampa.
I will never understand that, man. I don't know who's worse, him or Hogan. I think probably Hogan. But probably. Rick's up there.
Look at this. Neck Beard says, if you want to turn Cody heel down the road, bring back Brandy. Yeah.
It's open mic night, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Brandy was great for getting Cody heel heat. Oh, they're booing Cody now. Saudi, they're doing the yay boo punches. And Saudi is booing Cody.
Well, yeah, because it's Randy freaking Orton.
I guess.
Listen, man. Until Randy starts punting people in the head, I cannot boo that man.
Can you boo him when he's punting people in the head?
Depending on who he's booed in the head, yes.
Well, John Cena's father.
Hell no.
I loved that.
That was awesome. I'm from Philadelphia. We throw snowballs at Santa Claus.
Right. That's true. Oh. Being from Philly, did you ever go to ECW?
No, yes, technically yes, but no, I went to CCW because ECW was before I was old enough to start going to shows.
Right.
I went to CCW shows though. I got to see like the Briscoe brothers back when they were still clean cut and wrestling like wrestling singles.
Right.
I got to see Amazing Red, Sick Nick Mondo, Ruckus. Ruckus was freaking phenomenal. That dude did not get nearly big enough for what for as talented as he was. Yep, and stop a while after. The technically yes is I got to go to the ECW show right when WWE had acquired it. I went to the Hammerstein, like not the Hammerstein. I went to the ECW arena show they threw.
Oh, nice.
Before they went live on Sci-Fi.
Yep.
So I got to see Sandman and but I also got to see like the Big Show and Kurt Angle in like this really intimate venue. Like it was a
house show, though, right? Like it wasn't televised.
It was it was a non-televised house show. Footage of it recently came out though.
Let me ask you: did they send the Sandman out to enter Sandman, or did they send him out to his?
It was an ECW
WWE
show.
Team?
Everything. Enter Sandman. Everything.
Oh, so he came out to enter Sandman. Yeah. Okay. Because on TV they couldn't have, like, even in the replay of the original One Night Stand, they don't play Enter Sandman.
Randy Orton was robbed.
Indeed, he was. That was a real solid match.
Hell yeah, it was. Two of the best.
Andrew Monahan just said in the chat that the WWE Vault channel is gold. It really is.
Yeah, the WWE Vault channel is something else, man.
I just watched a fantastic documentary about Goldberg's streak the other night.
Oh, really? Is that on the Vault?
Yep. The Vault's been doing these like mini documentaries, so like an hour long.
Oh, fun.
And it'll maybe interview like 5 people in them. The Goldberg one was fantastic, though. It was Goldberg. It was Goldberg and Nash were just shooting at each other the entire time. DDP was all over it to be, good guy DDP the way he always is.
I love DDP.
Me too. If anyone deserves a sainthood, it's DDP.
Which is funny because I never would have seen that coming.
The Neckbeard saying the same thing I said. Did anybody remember when the King of the Ring was used?
We already talked about this, Neckbeard.
But yeah, you know what? You brought me around to it though, Time, because I do think now that it is for the world title match at SummerSlam, it does have to be somebody big.
It doesn't have to be. Like, you can still use it to push someone new. It just has to make sense. Like, Braun Breaker winning would have made sense.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be somebody that can carry the main event at SummerSlam. Yeah. Oh, Randall.
Well, all right. When I say makes sense, I mean like it's believable.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine if SummerSlam, the year Billy Gunn won it, was like Billy Gunn in the main event? That would not have gone over.
Yeah, exactly. I like in this new format. It just makes a world of sense having it be someone like Cody Rhodes. Like, this is kind of like a stopgap between Royal Rumble.
Put the crown on. Oh, is he going to do his Austin 3:16 speech here? All right. What are you going to say, Cody?
He doesn't look very happy.
Yeah, no. Second year in a row, Randy's lost King of the Ring.
He's looking a little bitter.
I don't know if it happens tonight. I like that Byron is holding the mic.
Yeah, there's something Cornette talks about all the time. He hates the wrestlers just grab the mic and stuff all the time.
Yep, I hate that too. Cody knows what he's doing. Oh, Charles Robinson running after Randall. Oh boy!
So
Cody was at the. Go ahead.
No, go. I'm gonna sidetrack.
I was gonna say something dumb. I was gonna say Cody was at the opening of Epic Universe.
That's not dumb. That's more relevant to what I'm about to say.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say. So the fun thing is, that interview we just saw is actually. I was talking to. I think it was. Yeah, I was talking to Dis about this the other day. I actually, my idea for how AEW should have done rankings and stuff is they should have had it more like the UFC, and in that, like, you know, you have like a top 15. It's not like, oh, number one gets the next title shot. Yeah, sometimes, most of the time, yes, number one's gonna get the next title shot. But like, if you're number 3 and you have an impressive win over number 2, you know, make the call for the title shot. But also. Right. So where I'm going with this is I had thought that it would be neat if after every match they would like do an interview like that, because then you can, like, kind of like the UFC does, where it's like you interview the winner and then they call their shot. So it's like you have that new rookie that comes in, wins a match, and like they're cocky as hell, Knight comes in and he wins. Right. He makes a call for number 12, someone in the top 10 for ranking. So because he wants to make a name for himself and get on the rankings as fast as possible, like stuff like that.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like that idea. That's a cool idea. Let's see what we've got super chat wise. It's come in.
Yeah, there's some super chats coming in. Should definitely read those.
Yeah. So, let's see. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. John Williams 199 says, sounds like an AEW fan crying right now. AEW crying fan. John Williams with the Saudi Prince says, am I going to have to send my murder department for you time? CWJ 128 for 2 says, do you think Saudi Arabia should extend the deal past 27? I think so. I think they definitely will.
Yeah, I think they should.
Mm-hmm. Andre Adams for $5 says, my sources are reporting a surprise appearance. Daniel Garcia is working concierge service for Night of Champions in the men's restroom. Oh, boy. Yeah, that would make sense. John Williams for $4.99 says, Tony Khan would say, why? All you got to do is ask for money to travel from your dad. BT23 for $10 says, I'm shocked AEW doesn't do Saudi shows. Plus, what's the chance of a face or heel turn here, or do they wait for SummerSlam? I think it happens in the build to SummerSlam. Chances that Cena holds the title and leaves, and WWE does something like a tournament. No, there's no chance of John Cena leaving with that belt. I really don't think that's anything even slightly possible. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, BT23, when you say that you're shocked that AEW doesn't do Saudi shows. I'm not shocked by that. I don't think they have a very strong Saudi Arabian fan base, or or anywhere fan base. MJG for $5 says, it will never not be cool. The crowd singing these entrance songs worlds apart. A real celebration of wrestling as a global form of entertainment. Yeah, I agree. It is pretty cool to see. I like seeing the different chants that the different parts of the world do. Like in France or in Germany or in England, when they start doing like the soccer chants and stuff like that, it's interesting to me. CWJ 128 for 2 says, AEW Vault starring The Dark Order, must watch. Oh gosh, could you imagine? Double A for $10 says, with the new format of King of the Ring winners getting a title shot at SummerSlam, does this mean we won't be seeing people use the crown to develop their characters, a la King of Hearts, King Booker, etc. Yeah, I think that the days of people winning the King of the Ring and making King their gimmick are pretty much over.
I think 90% of the time it'll probably be over, which I'm actually very thankful for. I think some people make it work, other people not so much. Booker made it work.
Right.
Nia kind of made it work. But no, I don't think we're going to see that really anymore.
Yeah. Let's see. John Williams, $4.99 says, is Cody going to announce that he ended the Middle Eastern conflict? Well, he already ended racism with his magic baby. So might as well. Let's see. 10, 12, 14, 24, 26, 31, 33, 35, 40, 50, 60, 75, 80, 7, 90. All right, so we're about $94 right now toward our goal. I'm anticipating not playing the song parody today. just going out on a limb and saying it. But all right, so Rhea Ripley. It's got a bit of a grudge match going on here. So I didn't know they had those matching tattoos.
Raquel is such an enigma to me because I really liked her when she was in NXT, but something about the main roster just has not worked. I blame Vince, to be honest with you. I think Vince ruined that character.
I mean, that's usually a pretty safe bet, is to blame Vince for people failing on the main roster when they were also in NXT, right?
Yeah, it's just when she was down in NXT, she felt like a legit badass.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to build her back up now with this Rhea feud, but
we'll see.
I don't know.
I mean, look, if she goes over on Rhea tonight, I think that's definitely a catapult moment. I just don't know if that's going to happen.
Well, and that's just it, right? I can't think of the last time she's had a meaningful big singles win. A big one.
Yeah. Well, they might give her one today. That would definitely be a good thing. I don't think a loss here hurts Rhea.
I don't think it hurts Rhea, depending on how. It doesn't hurt Rhea, but it would, much like other stuff. It all depends on the follow up. How do they treat Raquel after this? Is this the moment they start taking Raquel more seriously, right? Or do they go back to booking her like a joke in a month?
That is true. It's always so funny whenever you see the old pictures of Rhea Ripley and she's blonde.
Yeah. She
really looked like Charlotte.
Yeah, it's crazy how different she looked.
Well, wasn't that the thing? She didn't want to change her look originally, and they threatened to fire her over it.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'd heard they told her to dye her hair and basically change her look. She didn't want to do it, and they were like, "All right, well then there's nothing we could do with you." And then she relented, and then became the biggest women's star on the planet because the thought was she just looked too much like Charlotte. They had enough generic blondes at the time.
That's actually kind of funny. It's not great, but it's just we have too many. We've hired too many blondes. That's a you problem. Why am I suffering?
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, dyeing your hair is a very, very simple thing. Remember when Vince got on this whole thing where nobody was allowed to have long hair anymore?
I remember when they ruined my boy
Dolph. Yeah, Triple H was the only one that was allowed to have long hair for a while. Or when nobody was allowed to have a first name.
Dude, Vince had so many weird hang-ups, man. It was just I'll never forget when I saw Dolph Ziggler come walking out for the first time with black hair, and I'm like, why is Evan Bourne out here?
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Oh, the curse of the women's tag titles. Have you ever noticed the women's tag title reigns usually end with somebody getting injured?
Yeah.
All the time. I legitimately think that it's the ghost of Fabulous Moolah or something like that. Those titles just have some kind of curse on them.
You know what? There's actually someone better to curse. There's actually someone else better you can blame.
Go for it.
It's the curse of Mercedes.
Yes.
Ever since her and Naomi walked out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm digging her outfit. It's very, very Halloween.
Man, she always manages to make this kind of stuff work. Like the mask she had when her nose was messed up was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
She does a lot of Death Note stuff.
The anime Death Note?
Yeah, she does a lot of stuff inspired by Death Note, and she does stuff inspired by Motionless in White.
That's awesome. I was just talking to Vash Sky from That Park Place. We were just talking about how anime is a cross-generational, cross-demographic appeal. Because we're talking about the possibility of Universal implementing it more, because for their fan fest nights they just had a One Piece experience, and it was apparently like the most popular thing on the planet. And so all of a sudden, Universal had this this light bulb moment of people like anime. I mean, I've heard rumors that one of the islands at Islands of Adventure is going to get retooled into like an anime themed area.
Oh,
which it makes sense. It makes sense because it's equally popular among men and women, and Gen Z and millennials all love it.
And I'll even go further. Like, it appeals to like all demographics. It's absolutely insane the range anime has. I haven't been to a convention in forever, but like I went to anime conventions back when I was in like high school and in college, and there's a convention back on the East Coast, Otakon, I used to go to, and I used to go to it back. Yeah, I used to go to it back when like it was like not like a small convention, like it was like still a large convention, but now it's gotten to the point where like they've had to like move locations, and because like it keeps growing.
That's amazing. Yeah, the reach that. Well, here's the anime is also are they dressed like exactly the same?
Almost, but not quite. Ray's is a little bit more has a little more sheen to it.
But it's interesting to me though with anime, like it's kind of like the last holdout of like quality, because like people say that like stuff from like whether it's games or TV shows from Japan, it's one of like the last holdouts of like things that are still good that don't just get bogged down in ideology. Even though the American translators try to change the animes, but yeah, it's Japanese Japanese entertainment is having a real renaissance. Unfortunately for Dave Meltzer, it's not the wrestling that's having a renaissance in the U.S. right now. It's just the TV and video games.
The wrestling will pick back up if they ever actually get a good partnership. Partnering with AEW is not a winning strategy.
I was about to say, Tony destroys them every time they work together. He just steamrolls over them. Ooh,
yeah.
Not very often that you see Rhea in the situation where she's like fighting from underneath.
I'm happy they're doing this. Like, this is a good thing right here. Like, you need to reestablish Raquel as an actual freaking threat. She's been treated like such a joke for how much of a monster she used to be. Mm-hmm. It really bothers me. Like,
okay, her outfit's more like navy blue, I think, than black. But go ahead.
It's more navy. Hers is more navy blue, and it's probably even like a deep purple, really. But I think navy blue is probably a good one. But it's also got like it's more shiny. Like that. It looks more like, I don't know how to put it. Like it's not as reflective.
Mm-hmm.
It looks more like more.
I like that they're kind of dressed similarly, because it kind of gives the impression that they're just mirror images of each other.
Yeah,
it was like an Undertaker and Kane type thing.
It's nice seeing Ray in like a vulnerable position.
Yeah. Usually you only get to see that when she wrestles Nia. But
yeah, I was actually thinking that. I was like, yeah, you only ever really see her made to look like this against like Nia.
I think there's like a really big lady that's going to be on the next season of LFG.
Wasn't there a big lady on the first season of LFG?
I didn't watch any of the
chick?
first season, unfortunately.
Yeah, she was on the first season too. She like does like college volleyball or something. She's like a giant.
Let me look that up. No, I'll look it up later. I have heard LFG is great. I've heard that it's great just because like even just like the interactions between the legends is like really fun.
I need to watch it. I need to find a way to watch it. I like stuff like that. Like I growing up, I used to like live for Tough Enough. Tough Enough is like one of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm. The best season of Tough Enough, in my opinion, was the season that Austin hosted.
I agree, Erica. Erica M in the chat said if they turn Raquel face eventually, I could be into a Sisters of Destruction kind of run with Ray and Raquel.
Mm-hmm.
And that'd be fun. I'd be into that.
But yeah, my favorite Tough Enough was the year Austin hosted it with the Molina
that was a good year.
Molina versus Alicia Fox. And she was the only person that ended up getting a contract out of it. The first person that was eliminated.
Oh my god.
Silent Rage.
Tough Enough was such a fun concept. I'm glad that they're bringing it back in some capacity with LFG.
The problem with Tough Enough was there was no NXT at the time.
Yeah.
And so you had guys like Maven or like Jackie Gata just kind of being thrown into the deep end right after Tough Enough, and they always failed.
Yeah, I mean, to Maven's credit, Maven did better than I think most people would have, even still today.
Mm.
He had a good run for what he was.
He had that one viral clip of The Undertaker ringing his bell with the chair shot. Nope, we got some announce table shenanigans. Oh, they're going for the Arabian announce table. And these new announce tables, man, they are. It is a flip of a coin as to whether or not the. Oh, I see what she's doing here. Because these tables are strong, man. They don't break, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, I miss the old style, man. I miss like the stuff that like when people went through it was like an accordion.
When the tables were made of like cardboard that you like slotted together.
Yeah, back when like you'd buy like the. Oh my God, she's dead. She's dead.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she is dead. I'm really digging this match. I like this better than the Cody and Randy match.
I think I agree with you. Oh, man.
There's, 5 matches on this? I can't. I'm like, do we really need to keep Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross on the show?
Yes.
Oh, the last thing
Yes,
that I
you
need
do.
tonight is sad Sammy.
I am looking forward to watching my boy Cross choke that man out. I'm a Cross fan. I'm sorry, Marv.
I don't understand the appeal.
I like people who look like wrestlers and talk like wrestlers.
I mean, he definitely looks like a wrestler. I'll give you that. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't enjoy anything he does or says.
I don't know. I like his promos. I like the work he's doing on Twitter. I think he's got a good mind for this. I think he's got a good mind for wrestling. But that's just my opinion. There's just something about him I like. I like. He feels like a professional wrestler. Like that's like the easiest answer. Like there's not many guys these days that feel like professional wrestlers. And he does.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
I could see that. I could follow your thought process on that.
Yeah, like a lot of these people these days feel like theater kids that really liked wrestling and became professional wrestlers. Karrion Kross feels like someone that like professional wrestling was his calling, and he like there's nothing else in this world that he would rather be doing. And I don't know, he feels authentic in that sense.
Oh, we're getting some belt action. You know, I you know what? Maybe tonight I'm gonna watch the match with an open mind. I'm gonna give Karrion Kross the benefit of the doubt. Oh, that's a studded belt too that she's whipping her with.
Now with Kross, one thing I'll let you know when you're watching his matches, you got to be patient. Sometimes he's a bit of a slow starter. When he first starts his matches, he looks like he's trying to actively not hurt people. Like that's my big problem with his style is that like you can tell that he's protecting his opponent, which is good that he's protecting them. Oh,
let's see.
2. Oh,
yeah. I just saw the Razor's Edge off the top. And 1, 2, kick out. There we go.
Jesus. This match,
you know, they're putting her over huge in this match, even if she doesn't win.
Oh no, this is how you get built even in a loss. Like you bring it to Ray and you make people believe like there's a chance that she can lose this. But like now the follow-up to this has to be a Monday. The next person she comes across like everyone but Ray now she needs to be treating like
yeah,
this.
they gotta start giving her squash matches, but
yes,
no one ever has any patience for those anymore.
Well, it's not even squash matches. It's just like 10-minute, like 5-10-minute matches,
right? Like
matches where it's very clear she was in control.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's been very physical. It's been very it's been a strong match. Oh, except for that DDT. Oh, I just realized that was Roxanne. I was like, wait, that's...
Oh yeah, no, it's Roxanne.
Too many R names involved here. Between Rhea and Roxanne and Raquel, like
Radosaurus. I don't know if he needs a new moveset. Maybe he does. So Radosaurus said I still say Kross needs a new moveset. You might be right. I don't know if I agree. I'll think about that a little bit. Again, my biggest problem with him in terms of his moves is largely just that like as someone who like he does BJJ, like his chokes don't look like they're cinched in enough. And like I don't mean like he should be trying to choke someone out. It's just like there are ways to make a choke look like you're trying to actively harm someone without harming them.
Right.
And like his, I feel like they're a little light. When he slams someone down sometimes or slams someone into stuff, like it feels like he's like putting him, it looks like he's like he doesn't have enough momentum on some of the stuff. Like it feels like, but like that's like towards the start of it. Like when he gets into the groove though, like he starts to manhandle people and it looks great. It's just like when he's starting off, it's just a slow starter. Mm-hmm. But
that
I
makes
still
sense.
like him.
That makes sense. Well, like I said, I'm going to keep an open mind tonight and try to see things from a different perspective. Oh, here we go. That's it with the table flip. Okay, yeah, I like that. I like the little heart on spot. This has been
McAfee isn't halal and probably illegal, says Lisa B. Pat couldn't go to Saudi because he doesn't know how to travel without edibles.
Probably. They said he's been gone for the last couple of weeks. I'm assuming he has football, maybe like something like ESPN. I have no idea where he is. But
well, he does his college football. I'm not sure if that started yet. He does college football season Saturday mornings. He's just kind of been stretched thin, so he's taking some time off.
Yeah, I get that.
Which I thought, like, the appropriate time for him to go take his break would have been after the Gunther match. Like, that would have been a good excuse.
Yeah. That would have been a perfect excuse to get him off TV for a while.
Yeah. Instead of just one day, it's like, oh, hey, Corey's back. Which I don't understand why Corey Graves gets so much hate. He's really good at his job.
He's very good at his job. I think he gets hate because of the way he reacted when McAfee came back. Because like nobody felt bad for him because he threw a little baby fit about it.
Well, no, I understand.
Like if he had just taken it like a man,
man.
if he had just taken it like a man and just been like, I'm just going to be a professional and do my job, he would have gotten a lot more sympathy. Than that was good.
That was a good match.
It was.
Damn,
I still wish
good.
Raquel would have won, but
Lisa, it does look like Raquel's outfit is like got barbed wire and stuff on it. And yeah, Eric, I agree. That was a fun spot.
all right, let's see.
You got some super chats to read, Marv?
Yeah, I'm seeing if we've had any come in. Luke Kaufeld for $5 says, ever watch Abbott and Costello in the Foreign Legion, 1950? They go looking for a wrestler in the Middle East. It's very funny. Oh, I have never watched that. Andre Adams is Rhea Ripley. Take notes, Monet. This is what star power looks like. Seriously. And Blazing Bolts for $2. I hope Carrion squashes Borat, a.k.a. Sami Zayn. Brings us to 104.
So I think
sorry. I'm done with Sami Zayn. Like, I just don't care anymore. Like, I feel like they have no idea what to do with him because they try things and then nothing works and then they feud him with Kevin Owens. That's like the Sami Zayn refresh is a feud with Kevin Owens. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Sami. On one hand, I think that he's like he's someone, he's got a lot of potential when used correctly. But I don't feel as strongly about him as I used to. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I miss when he used to dance around. I miss dancing Sammy, I guess. I miss like the guy used to skank down to the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yes, Kevin Owens, Eric, and Kevin Owens is 100% the better of the two of them. I like Sammy, don't get me wrong, but Kevin Owens, going back to what I said before, Kevin Owens just feels like a professional wrestler. Triple H likes Sammy, though. He thinks he compares him to a young Mick Foley.
I wouldn't even say Mick Foley. I think Kevin Owens is he's just a tough dude. Like, he's just like the dude that you see in a bar that you don't want to mess with. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He feels well because that's the thing. Like, I got like screamed at by AEW idiots one time because they were trying to say that Eddie Kingston was like an elite athlete. No, Eddie Kingston is just a fat guy. Like, Kevin Owens and Dusty Rhodes were heavier guys that were elite athletes.
When I think elite athlete as a big guy, I think Kevin Owens. I think
Kevin Owens.
Wild.
I think oh gosh, what's his face from Alpha Academy? Otis.
Yeah, no, that's a great example. I would even go as far as guys like Jacob Fatu. Like, these are tremendous athletes. Eddie Kingston, I think he's like, again, like going back to Cross. Like, I think he's a good professional wrestler. Like, he feels like a professional wrestler. But Elite would be.
I don't even think he's good. I don't even think he's a good professional wrestler. I see nothing really redeeming about Eddie Kingston.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think he's like a WWE caliber professional wrestler, but like, he's someone who, him having a job someplace doesn't feel out of place for me.
Right. I get that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are some guys when you see him on TV, it's like, how did you get a spot on TV? Like, anywhere.
It's time for your boy.
Yeah, buddy, let's go. But like, you know, Eddie Kingston's like AEW. Yeah, sure, I can see him in AEW. ROH, I can see him in ROH. TNA, I can see Eddie Kingston in TNA. NWA, I can see him there. Like, him being any of these places doesn't surprise me. He looks the part. Like you said, like, he's not someone you would mess with in a bar. A professional wrestler at the end of the day is someone that you should look at and not want to mess with at a bar.
Right. All right, we'll give this to Karrion Kross. His entrance is cool.
Oh yeah, he's got a killer entrance.
He needs a robe. He needs some kind of like coat, or
I can see that,
or cloak, or just something more. So
I'm convinced there's still more to his gimmick than we know because they haven't put it out there yet. But like, there is something about his gimmick that we don't know that he's telling us on Twitter. I'm telling you, like, there's something with her that, like, I think she sees into the future or something. Like, I think that he uses her to see into the future, and he makes decisions about who he engages with and who he targets based off his knowledge into the future.
That'd be interesting. Have I ever told? Probably not, because we're new friends.
Well, no shit, Andrew.
For a time traveling
hold on 1 second. I know he's married to her, but we're talking about story here.
I had a concept for a time traveling wrestler a while back. So where it's like, let's say like you come to the ring and you carry like a sledgehammer with you all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I come out to the ring and I steal the sledgehammer, and then right after your match, I come back out and I give you the sledgehammer back. And you're like, that was weird. Later in my match, I pull out the sledgehammer and use it because I took the sledgehammer into the future and then brought it back to you before you missed it. That was a pretty rough punch that he threw.
Oh yeah, I would bet you Kross told him to lay it in. I'm so excited for this match. I'm hoping it's good. Sammy has good matches. If nothing else, Sammy has good matches. You don't have to like the guy or the character, but he has decent. He got a good match at Johnny Knoxville.
Sorry, I had to answer a message real quick. It is the curse of a 24/7 job in the news industry.
How dare you?
I know. Oh, here we go.
Did I tell you that I was watching YouTube? No, I didn't. I was watching YouTube the other day, and I was watching one video, and I didn't realize until about 3/4 of the way through it was connected to your network.
What was?
I forget who it was now. I was watching a video the other day, and I forget who it was. I forget what it was about, but like they were like, "You should go check out that Park Place." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Oh yeah, a lot of big name guys in the space use our articles, for videos and stuff like that, which I'm always super super grateful for.
No, I think it was actually like directly affiliated with you somehow.
Oh, okay, it was part of one of the pro channels then, probably.
I think so, yeah. It was just funny. I was like, oh no, I'm listening to a Marv article right now.
Oh, Sami Zayn. By the way, guys, if any of you are aspiring writers out there, we are looking for volunteer writers in that Park Place to cover things like movies and TV and video games and theme parks. So if you think you got what it takes, you can send me an email at mmontanero@thatparkplace.com with a writing sample, and I'll get back to you with the next steps if you pass through the first round. Oh my goodness, I don't think that's the proper way to tie one of those head coverings on, is it?
I don't know. He would know better than me.
I guess so.
I would imagine if he doesn't know how to do it himself, I'm sure his wife would probably be there to help him out.
Is his wife Middle Eastern?
I do believe so, yes.
All right. Do you think? I don't think Cross is a prayer in this match.
Oh wait, no, I don't think she is actually. I think yes, she is, but no, she's yes, she is, but not like from there. I think she's like part Canadian or like part Scottish and part like Lebanese or something, or part Irish and part Lebanese.
I legitimately don't think Cross is a prayer of winning this match. I think this is just to give Sammy a win in front of a crowd that he's over with.
I don't think Cross is a shot in hell of winning either, but I'm hoping for the best.
I honestly think Sammy needs a heel turn because babyface Sammy, and I thought that's where they were going with Jay. I thought that he was going to turn heel on Jay, and they were going to have a main event title feud, and apparently that was not to be.
Well, I mean that can still happen. Jay has a rematch with Gunther at some point, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Or I think.
Well, Goldberg is going to have to win the title and then lose it first.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, could happen within a 10-minute span. So
Cross doesn't have to win. I think it's better if Sammy wins by cheating. Yeah, the thing with Karrion, Can is right here. The thing with Karrion Cross is a win for him doesn't come by way of wins and loss. Like it doesn't come by way of pinfall. A win for him is getting Sammy to expose himself.
Yes, I've always liked those more cerebral characters where it's like even when they lose, it's very possible that they won. Where it's like well they lost, but I feel uncomfortable at the aftermath of it. I've always liked that.
Yeah, that's kind of like his whole character. Like Karrion Cross doesn't care about wins and losses. Karrion Cross cares about ultimately bringing out whatever he's trying to bring out in the person he's fighting.
Mm-hmm.
He's not after a title at the moment, so it's just like for him, all he cares about is ruining, like exposing people for who they really are.
Right, that makes sense. It's got almost like a more well done version of what Sean O'Hare was doing.
Yeah, it comes from Bray Wyatt a little bit. Cross was originally supposed to have been before Bray died. Cross was slated to come up and basically be part of the new Wyatt faction.
Right.
Cross and then the Cross and the Righteous were originally supposed to have been working with Bray, and actually Eric Young in some capacity, but I'm not sure what his capacity was. But everything went down and all that and never happened. But Cross is still using elements of that story in his character right now.
That makes sense. I like that. I remember I was always really sad that they never went all the way with Sean O'Hare the way they should have.
Yeah.
Oh, you think she's telling him what's going on in the future?
I'm not sure. It's possible.
That would be kind of a cool gimmick. I mean, yes, it would be very supernaturally, but I don't mind the supernatural stuff as long as it works and is entertaining.
Well, I mean, the whole thing with her is she's a witch.
Mm-hmm.
She's a witch of some kind. Like I got very devil vibes from him when he was first doing his promos on SmackDown. Like I felt like he was almost like a Crossroads demon or a Crossroads devil.
Is she a lesbian space witch, though?
No, she's not a lesbian space witch. I'm sorry. Listen, Marv.
The power of many.
We're not getting a season 2 of The Acolyte. It's okay.
I really want a season 2 of The Acolyte, though. because it made me so much money.
Fair.
I made more money off the Acolyte than Disney did because Disney didn't make $1 of profit off of it.
I think that's the funny thing. It's like people think that people who like yourself who are panning it, like you guys are grifters who are just trying to make money. It's like if we were grifters who were just trying to make money, we would want a season 2. And
right,
like we would.
Yes, and when I say I want a season 2, I'm being sarcastic. I don't want a second.
No, I know you don't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's like we would be actively trying to get Disney to have a season 2.
Right.
We'd be trying to Morbius the hell out of that.
Well, yeah, the only people that a season 2 of the Acolyte that would benefit are content creators.
Yeah, that's it. And like the few thousand fans. Oh.
Yeah, you're right about the slow starter thing.
Mm-hmm. He picks up pace though. Usually.
Yeah.
Like he's starting to lay it in a little more now.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Trio.
Yeah, I don't know why. I get vibes that he hurt someone during like practice one day or something, and it's just stuck with him.
I'm sorry if I am like sounding a little out of it. I am really not feeling well.
Oh, good. I hope I'm bringing enough energy for y'all.
you are, Tom. You're doing a great job. I just feeling really sick.
I'm sorry, dude. I hope you feel better.
It's all right. Thanks, man. It happens. It's what happens when you're all go.
Oh, I've 100% been there. I had to take a half day work the other day because I've just been so nonstop. I have an 8-month-old son almost who is always pushing me.
Yeah.
And then I'm nonstop with work. I got to get back to doing editing for the guys I help out with their channel, but I've just been so busy. It's just hard to make time to go through and edit a 2.5 hour, 3 hour live stream.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. Let's see. Cross shooting him off, Sammy into the ropes, springboard up and over, and big clothesline.
Not a bad match though. That's a good. It's been like a solid match. It's not the Raquel match though.
It's not bad by any means. Alfred Kanua from Pro Wrestling Bits just said fans in Saudi aren't treating Karrion Kross like the viral, corporately edgy sensation he is in the States. They're treating him like 2023 Karrion Kross, or 2022 Karrion Kross, or 2021 Karrion Kross. Internet wrestling promos don't translate in Arabic just yet.
I mean, call me crazy, but he got a great reception at the press conference. It's almost like he's wrestling someone who's a huge fan favorite.
Yeah. Is that Death Valley Driver? All right.
You think Sami Zayn ends up in AEW?
No. I think he's WWE lifer. I think Tripp likes him. I think it's entirely too much money to walk away from, entirely too much fame to walk away from. I think Sami Zayn is one of those guys who, when he decides to retire, he becomes an agent. I don't see AEW in his future at all. And same with Owens. Owens even more so than I would be more shocked to see Owens in AEW than Sammy, but I still don't think Owens is, or I still don't think Sammy is AEW bound ever.
I agree on the Owens. I think there's a greater than 0 chance of Sammy, but it's not greater than like much by much. Like I could see him in AEW. He's more likely than I think it's more likely he ends up in AEW than Owens does, but I think they both stay. Yeah, like now that we're like getting close to the end, the Cross has gotten
yeah, he's turning it up.
Yeah. But I'll admit, he's not my favorite wrestler because of what he does in the ring.
On the replays, they're doing these J.J. Abrams lens flares, and I'm just like, God.
Oh, God. MJ. El Generico versus Hologram is a dream match.
Well, that's it. I think that if AEW did bring him in, they would be stupid enough to bring him in as El Generico.
Oh, 100%. El Generico back from the orphanage.
Mm-hmm. Was Generico the guy who did on the Indies who did the ass punch?
I don't know. I didn't see
there was a masked guy. There was a masked guy on the Indies who his finisher used to be he'd jump off the top rope and just punch a guy in the butt, like while the guy was standing.
It sounds like something he would do.
I think it might have been.
Wait, hold on. I thought Karrion Kross doesn't take back bumps. What was that?
It was a back bump.
No. I heard from Wade Keller
that Karrion Kross doesn't take back bumps.
Did you not see that?
No, I never saw that.
Dude, that's been discourse for the last 3 or 4 days.
I've been actively avoiding wrestling discourse on Twitter.
There it is. Smart man. Oh yeah, no. Someone, I think it was Wade Keller, said that he avoids taking back bumps, and they put together a montage of all the times that he didn't take a back bump. But then someone else was like, "Well, what about all of these?" And they showed all the times to take a back bump.
That's insane.
Cross hasn't gotten pushed because he refuses to take back bumps. Is what it was.
Yeah, I can just see him saying to Triple H, being like, "Yeah, look, I know you want to put the belt on me, but I draw a hard line in the sand at the most basic thing."
His hand hit. Times 3.
Oh, his hand did hit. His knuckles grazed the mat.
I'm sorry. He's out. Cross won. He's been screwed. Stupid referee. I blame the ref for that.
Oh, what, for him getting the rope?
Yep. I blame the ref.
That makes sense. Let's see what's going on super chat wise. Oh, we got a couple of other super chats that just came in. MJG for $4.99 says Cross is a wrestler who feels like an old school wrestler with a new school creative mind. He's not indie-rific. Sammy be great for AEW. I do think Sammy would fit in more in AEW. Just Sammy in WWE.
You said it, you said it. Like his character just goes through cycles, and the cycles are kind of meh.
MJG for $5. Also, Joe Kaluma kick. Just for $4.99. Sammy and KO are fun when they're fun. KO is funny when he plays mad. Sammy is sad when he plays mad. That is not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sammy just picked up the win. I told you.
Yeah.
Yes, best
gotta
friend for
say.
$5 is, hey guys, hope your day is going well. How's the show been? Missed most of it because of work. It's been all right. It's been a middle of the road show so far, I think. As far as this pay-per-view's quality goes, I mean, nothing earth-shattering. I think the Rhea match has probably been the best match of the night so far. Night being a relative term. Because it's the middle of the day.
What the hell was Cross saying to Sammy there?
I don't know. I couldn't make it out. It was, you're gonna something, or I do like carrying Cross's tattoos though.
He's got like everything. It's just his in-ring style isn't the most exciting.
He's got one of those tattoo like he's got one of those like I'm trying to tattoo galleries, I guess you could say, where it's like you notice something new every time you see them.
Yeah, he's such an interesting person too. Okay, thank you, Anthony. He was telling Sammy to admit that he was a liar.
What is Sammy lying about then?
So Sammy keeps telling everyone that he's a good guy. And yeah. So basically, Cross has been trying to get him to admit that he's actually a bad guy. Because I think we all know Sammy's a bad guy. We've seen it.
Of course,
we've seen what he does.
By the way, this is the weirdest DLC ever. For WWE 2K25, Abyss and Shaq. And Great Khali and a couple of like a basketball player, a baseball player. Like it's
2K
goodness.
committed a cardinal sin for me with 2K25.
What? Is that a Robo Cody?
Yes. The cardinal sin for me is I hate when developers. I hated this with Bungie when they were doing the stuff with Sony and exclusive strikes. I don't like when certain platforms get extra content. That when I don't like that, like the PC version of the game doesn't have the island, and you pay the same price, I think, as you do for the consoles, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like when if you remember Destiny 1, Sony would get like special strikes because of the deal they had with Bungie. So the PlayStation platform would get extra strikes that the Xbox platform wouldn't get, even though both player bases paid the same price for the game. I think that's not great.
Definitely not. Let's see.
Toy Box DLC. Death's Best Friend is calling it a Toy Box DLC. Probably pretty close. It's cool seeing Abyss in the game. I'm looking forward to getting Aleister Black.
Abyss. I was really surprised with Abyss. I'm sorry. They flew the AAA guys to Saudi Arabia to stand there in the crowd.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like a gross waste of money.
They flew on the private jet, probably. That company jet.
It just sounds like I hate flying. I don't like flying for 2 hours. I can't imagine flying to Saudi Arabia. I find every conceivable aspect of flying to be terrible. Let's see, what did Alfred say? Alfred said Sammy Carrion as a U.S. atrocity, profiting off child slaves in Congo who built the battery in your phone. The percent on your phone isn't battery life, it's the number of slaves who died making your battery. That's why I stopped charging my phone. I'm now down to 13 dead slaves, 7 out of 10. I love him. John Williams, Sammy's a good boy, Jobber Monster. It's on Twitter. we follow Alfred at This Is Nasty. And there's the eye of the Tower of Barad-dûr, where the Eye of Sauron looks over Saudi Arabia. You know what? I am sorry to do this, but I am feeling like I might upchuck. So I think I have to actually end the stream.
Well,
yeah.
I hope.
I've never done this before, but I don't think you guys want to hear me hurl. And I feel so nauseous right now that it might actually happen. So
all right.
I think we might have to end early here, Time.
Oh, well, thanks for having me on White Boy Summer Part 2.
Of course. Hey, Time, if you are not busy on Tuesday, we'd love to have you on Tooney Talk Wrestling this Tuesday if you're around.
Yeah, I'm down.
Awesome. And where can folks find more about you and everything you're up to?
I mean, I don't post much these days, but you can find me at time_traveling, as it's spelled here.
Awesome.
On X, and that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, we will see you Tuesday night for more, and enjoy the rest of the show. From all of us here on the Tooney Town channels, I'm Marvin the Movie Monster. Now get out of here! Now, Perry the Platypus, feel the wrath of my thank you-inator!
Thank you, you piece of trash.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you!
Oh, I suppose you want me to say thank you. But you know what? Saying thank you is like jobbing. Thank you! I got a little message. Thank you. Ooh, yeah! Oh, thank you! Oh, thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thanks? For what? Hi-ho from all of us here at Tooney Town. Thank you!
And viewers like you. Thank you.